Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm Monk, and today we are in Tortuga, A Pirate's Tale. This is a tips video. This game has just released, so I thought it might be a good idea to release, a beginner's guide tips video, kind of giving you guys some insight as to what to do, what to look out for when you very first start the game. And if Things All Tortuga is something that you want to see, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as we're going to be releasing more videos on this pirate adventure. We also have an active and growing Discord, guys. The link for that is down in the description. So if you want to come in, join, chat about this game, you know how to do so. Now, the first tip that I want to give you guys is to look around when it comes to the different ports in this game. Upgrading your ship as early as you can in a game is a really smart idea. Getting those stronger cannons on board your ship to take down enemy ships quicker is a top tip. Another tip, say tip 1.5, would be that different ports have different upgrades, so make sure you go around to the different ports, look at what those different cities have to offer, because depending on what city you're in depends on the upgrades available to you. And there's some absolute brilliant upgrades within this game, be it better cannons, more sails, or simply put, more armor. All of these upgrades, or any of these upgrades, are going to be absolutely brilliant for you, especially in the early game. They really aren't too expensive, as cash is pretty easy to get hold of. Tip number 2 is going to be to sell your ships. You can get a huge amount of ships very easily and quickly in this game, and they are worth a lot of money. Why don't you fatten your purse by selling your extra ships that you don't need? Tip number 3 is going to be a little bit of a warning. Now, I just told you to sell your ships. In order to do so, you're going to have to capture those ships, which means taking on sea battles. Be careful when it comes to taking on sea battles, because losing a battle at the beginning of the game may not mean that your game is over, but it can be devastating and crippling to your campaign at the start of the game. So just approach it with a slight bit of caution and don't bite off more than you can chew. And while ship-to-ship combat isn't necessarily too overly complicated, there is definitely a learning curve when it comes to ship-to-ship combat within Tortuga. Tip number 4 is divide your bounty regularly. You may be looking at that sum of gold, or that pile of gold, thinking, that is a lot of gold that I've managed to accumulate, and you know what? It is mine. But divvying up the gold and actually sharing it with your crew not only boosts their morale, but it is the main way you are going to earn XP and level up not only yourself, but your other captains under your control. Yes, you can earn experience by completing missions, but divvying up that booty is going to be what gives you the most experience within the game. So do it regularly and level up. And with those level ups, of course, opens up new slots for extra perks and more captains under your control. Tip number 5, again, is of course take every ship you can. I've already mentioned at the beginning of the game how easy it is to make money by selling those ships. Well, of course, to do that, you're going to have to board ships and actually physically take control of that ship. Don't forget to do that. It's very easy just to completely forget that process, but collect those ships, sell them off, use them, and of course, as a part 2 to this tip is don't be afraid to upgrade your own ship. Now, me personally, when I very first started this game, I spent the first 3 days, just in my ship, upgrading my ship. Proud that I was the proud owner of a brig. However, there are much better ships out there, and of course, any ship that you take control of, you can actually make your flagship ship. All you have to do is look at all of the ships within your fleet and pick which one you want to assign to yourself. You can also interchange which ship is assigned to each captain you have. So pick accordingly, upgrade, and there's always a bigger fish, so don't be afraid to find that bigger and better ship for yourself. Tip number 6 is all about those perks. Now, we've already mentioned how to actually gain more perks. Of course, all you have to do is level up and you'll slowly unlock more slots. But did you know that those perks that you actually pick can level up? That's right, you can upgrade the perks by spending the skill points. And some of these perks are only even worth picking up if you manage to upgrade them. So pick wisely and don't forget to level up and upgrade the perks you picked with the skill points that you earned from every single level you have gained. Tip number 7 goes hand in hand with tip number 6, really, because it happens almost directly after it. When you pick your perks, you then get to choose your promises. Now, promises within this game are the promises that you make to your crew. You go out, do your business, you have made several promises to your crew, and of course, your completion of those promises determine just how happy and settled your crew is with you. A high morale crew is going to be one that stays with you and keeps your game going. So make sure the promises that you actually pick are promises that you can keep. If you have told them that you're going to be divvying up 44,000 gold, then you need to make sure you actually do that. If you have told your crew that you're going to be sinking 5 ships, then again, that is a promise that you need to try and keep. The more promises you make, the harder it is for you to actually have a successful outing with your crew. So keep that in mind, guys, because seriously, a high morale is going to equal a smoother time within your game. And those promises can be really underlooked, and it's something that you need to be keeping on top of. But that is it for my first tips video of this game. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Maybe you've come out of it learning something. If you have, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you have a tip that I haven't mentioned within this video, drop it down in the comments for everyone else playing this game. And of course myself, I too could use more tips. But I've been a Monk, we've been Critically Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.